And the maddest thing is that like he's the forerunner for music in the drill scene / UK rap. Like he's doing numbers close. No, he's doing bigger numbers than Dave.
Really?
At this moment in time, videos wise, bro, the song's video, I think, is on. Wait, hold on. Am I capping? Is he doing numbers like Dave? I think he is.
Who's his fan base though?
Well, this is the thing. He's got a global fan base.
Yeah.
He's got a global fan base. Let me just see, because I really need to check here. The song, 3.5 million views on YouTube in one day.
That's not bad.
I don't think Dave is doing them kind of numbers because
No?
Starlight
doing
numbers. I'm pretty sure. No, of course he is.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Starlight is maybe on about 10 million views as we speak. Let me check that now. Because okay, no. 30 million. Starlight is on 30 million views, and that's in 4 months.
Yeah.
So at this trajectory, Sench will hit 30 million views in 10 days. Let's call it 2 weeks.
Yeah. It will taper off though.
It will taper off, of course. It will taper off. But at the same time, it might not taper off that much because, bro, like this guy is popular.
I don't think I'm grasping how popular. Like I know his fan base is crazy. I know his reach is crazy,
and
I don't think I'm grasping how popular he is.
He's
I can't lie.
huge. It's the UK bear of Europe.
Oh, he's got Europe.
Like Europe is probably his one of his. Europe is a place where they love him. If you go Italy, if you go France, if you go maybe like Turkey, something like that, yeah. If you're asking someone who's your favorite UK rapper, they'll say Dave, Stormzy, and Central C.
Yeah,
that's probably who they'll say. So he's got this mad grasp, yeah, and it's just because, like, I don't know, like I think he's just mad digestible.
You think?
I think I like most of his music, yeah. Some of his stuff I think is like very throwaway. Bearing in mind, I really like this Doja song.
You fight with it?
Bro,
I need to take
heavy.
it in. I need to take it in still.
Like it hits hard, and like
I can't like that clip I heard. I like the bounce on
cold,
it.
Right?
Still.
Yeah, facts.
I like
There's
the
a
bounce on
big bounce to it.
I like the bounce
and the
on
sample that he uses is "Let Me Blow Your Mind" by Eve and Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
So like, there's that element of familiarity to it as well. Like, it's all clever how they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I get it, and obviously then that link with Cole Bennett as well, that's big.
Yeah,
because Cole Bennett has never worked with a UK artist before.
No,
Sench is the first.
Yeah, that's gonna unlock a new market there as well. Again.
The Americans, boom.
Yeah,
and they're already on him. They're already on.
They
Sench.
are, innit?
They're already on Sench, but the Americans now are gonna know about him because, bro, Cole Bennett, Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's mad.
But what do you think he's gonna be on top 5 years from now? Realistically, do you see him being on top, or do you think he's? He's here to stay?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't think someone I don't think someone who's getting as big numbers as him and has got such a big impact, I don't think they're gonna fall off.
Nah,
I don't think they'll fall off. He'll go into, in a few years' time, he might go into like a different realm, and then like you might get the people of the popular culture who don't really mess with him anymore.
Yeah.
But with a chokehold that he's got in this music industry right now, like I don't see him.
So alright, cool. So do you see him evolving and staying relevant? Because that's the thing. Like, it's very hard for someone with his backing to fall off. Yeah, but sometimes it's because, and tell me if you agree or disagree. Sometimes it's because the artist might not stay relevant. Like this, his sound is hot right now, but if he's not able to stay relevant
and adapt
in the next few years and adapt, if he's not able to stay relevant, then of course he might lose that. But what do you think he's capable of staying? That's what I'm asking you. Do you think he's capable of staying relevant?
Let me tell you the reason why I think he can definitely stay relevant.
Yeah,
it's because in like 2016, 2017, like he was out here, you know, like
Yeah.
he was making music.
Thing is, you see Cinch, I ain't taking him in, yeah, but I know that he's been grinding for a minute.
Grinding.
Yeah.
So the videos of him back in the day was like a trap wave thing.
Mm.
So he was like trying to do the Young Ads, Young Fume, Nath Smalls type sound, yeah.
Mm.
But it wasn't working for him.
Yeah.
So he switches it because he hears that drill is now popping, and he comes out with tracks like Day in the Life, Molly, Loading, Pinging, and there's this sound that everyone's like, rah, he can run this. So because he's adapted already, I don't see why he can't adapt again.
So, all right, cool. Do you think him jumping on drill is a fluke or nah? Because let's say he had tried to adapt to something. Let's say it was another sound that was popping instead of drill. And let's say he tried to jump on that. I'm saying, do you think he's versatile enough? Like, without drill, can you see him? You believe that he can adapt to another sound?
I think so.
Yeah?
Because the thing is, yeah, once you're in an industry,
yeah,
whatever industry that is, you start to learn. You start to you start to build up skill sets that you didn't even know you could build and you could have 5 years ago or whatever, right? So he's in this music industry, like, man's gonna be writing every day.
Yeah.
He's gonna be getting access to different producers, different sound engineers, different instrumentalists and whatnot, yeah. People who play different instruments. He would have already been like getting inspiration from here and figuring out, oh, I could maybe in a few years' time go down this route or whatever. Like, I feel like he's enveloped in music now. And with the span that he has and the power that he's got a lot of access to a lot of different people. So it's not just gonna be that like UK kind of drill scene anymore. Like, for instance, Dave's one of Dave's not his producer, but someone he works with a lot is like Fraser T. Smith. Yeah. And like that guy is not really, he's not like someone who's enveloped in the UK drill or UK rap scene, but he's someone that respects Dave's talent and his art, and they come together. So that kind of thing could happen with Sench. And when you get someone who's from like a different world, and then you're from a different world, and you come and combine, all sorts of things start to come, and then you start to like find a new sound that you've never heard before and that you've never wanted to, you know, explore. But now, because you're in that, you go there. So I think it will only be natural that he'll start to adapt. I think
for me, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, for me, if you ask me, to be fair, I've not really taken him in, so maybe it's not really fair for me to judge in it what I think. But off the top, I think I'm more confident that, let's say, Dave. I think Dave is gonna be crazy in 5 years from now.
Yeah,
because
he already is. But
like, I don't know. I don't think I'm respecting Central C's artistry. That's what it is.
And
maybe
a lot of
it's
people
because I ain't
don't.
taking him in. I think he's got, I'm saying it like I'm somebody, but he's got something to prove to me. Dave ain't got nothing to prove to me.
Okay, cool,
Huss ain't got nothing to prove to me. That's how I'm seeing it. Them two, I just think 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50, they're going to be somewhere else. Cinch, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, do you know what?
But like I said, I ain't taking him in fully. So
no, I think it's actually a very fair take, because like a lot of people who have taken him in, like I've been taking him in for a while, and I know that he's got talent, but at the same time, I know that right now it's as if like it's a bit calculated. So like he knows what he's doing, innit?
Yeah.
He knows the market that he's got right now, and he's really, really pushing with it.
Yeah.
So it's like he's not really showing any elements of, I don't know, let's just say, well, I was going to say like storytelling ability, lyricism and whatnot, but he did try to tell some stories in like his first album, Wild West, and then his second one, 23. Like he's tried to do these things, but yeah, as you're saying, his talent in terms of like all of that extra stuff rather than just running on a drill beat.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
there's still so much more that
Okay,
he needs
yeah,
to
yeah.
like access
Yeah.
and like become better at.
Yeah.
So therefore, like, either he's got it or he hasn't.
Yeah.
And in 5 years' time,
We'll find out.
We'll find
innit?
out.
Yeah, yeah. But that's why
We'll
I'm
find
asking,
out.
what do you see from
Yeah,
him in
yeah,
5
yeah,
years,
yeah.
innit? What's your
I think
impression?
I think that he can. I think that
Yeah.
he'll be able to like adapt and,
Yeah.
and go elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? But this is the thing: you don't really listen to mainstream music like that, do you? What's your type of? What is your style? What is your genre that you like?
Soul music.
So
Anything
man.
soulful, that's me, man.
Where does that come
anything
from though? Because
soulful.
like, obviously you're still a young guy, but
Where's it come from? I don't even know.
you're a young guy.
I've been
but
told
you're
I'm an
old
old
soul.
soul. Yeah, like I get
There you
that a
go.
lot. Like I don't know where it came
soul.
from. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Older brothers, sisters,
Not
parents.
even. Do you know what? My sister's 6 years older than me, so
is mine actually.
a lot same gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of that 90s stuff I was on before I
Just
was on that
because
early.
you were hearing that, or the same here. Same
so
here.
I picked up a lot of my taste from her. Yeah. And that put me like 6 years ahead of my friends around me. So I guess maybe it kind of started from there. But to be honest, I reckon it's just what I grew up hearing, because my mum was always playing something soulful. Like, all right, the way my mum sees music, she don't listen to she don't really listen to anything. She listens to secular music, yeah, but nothing like her. She listens to music that's about she listens to inspiring music, motivating music that's about upliftment. Like that's what she listens to. All her music is all about.
like, because I'm just trying to, I'm trying to put that into something. Like, you're not talking about like worship music, are
Not
you?
worship,
Not even
worship. Like a bit of gospel music, but like a lot of like the music she listens to, a lot of the lyrics is about like self-improvement.
Oh,
like,
right.
Like just motivating.
But is there a genre though?
Soul music, innit?
Okay, cool. Okay,
yeah,
cool,
like a lot of it is uplifting. It's music for upliftment, innit? To make you feel better, to make you feel good. Like positive lyrics, motivating lyrics, that kind of stuff. So I guess that's kind of that and the thing is that type of music generally a lot of the time falls under soul music.
Yeah.
So I guess we just end up listening to a lot. If that's what you're trying to hear, you'll end up listening to a lot of soul music. So yeah, growing up, I was always just hearing something soulful. Like literally, if it weren't Mary, you know Mary. Yeah. Mary, a lot of Mary.
Is Mary the one who sings Shackles?
That's the one.
Shackles.
I had a dance routine to that when I was little, you know, and I finished with a handstand or something. Bro, I remember I used to practice that one.
Funny. That's so funny because I did like a performance one time to my cousin, my auntie, and my mum to T-Pain "Buy You a Drink," but I remixed the lyrics, so like I was just coming and flowing from my point of view, innit? As kids, we just do the silliest of things, but that's so funny.
Funny, fam. Like I don't know, I just always seem to gravitate towards soulful music. Yeah. And I guess there's different factors, like the music I used to hear growing up, but I've just always, that's what always sounds the best to me. That's what hits me the most. Like I feel that the most. And it's a lot of it is do you know what it is? When I listen to music, what I like hearing is instrumentation. Yeah. So,
and that's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So, do you think the mainstream music and this like popular culture is just like ruining music?
Not necessarily ruining, but it's modernizing it, innit? And obviously, like modern ain't always better.
Better, yeah.
Modern ain't always better. Like there's a lot more we can do with music now. Different sounds we can make and different types of music we can create in different ways and in less time, but that's not necessarily a good thing, because sometimes you miss out that human element. You miss out that feeling. You miss out, like, to make a song, it's not just about making the beat and then putting the lyrics down or singing the lyrics. Like, you have to consider as well the energy that that person's put in to writing the lyrics, where they were mentally or emotionally when they wrote those lyrics, what they were going through when they had to take a break from real life and go to the studio to record. There's bare shit that we don't consider, I think, that goes behind the music. And it's like, yeah, anybody can slap a beat on and freestyle some stuff. That's a song, innit?
Yeah.
But like, what else went into that? Where was you emotionally? Like, to me, there's another level to the music, innit? Like, I see music from a spiritual perspective as well. Like, where was you spiritually or emotionally when you made that song? Yeah. What people did you have around you? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
100%. And this is the thing. Like, I always hear like, let's say for instance, a Young Thug or even someone like D Block Europe. Yeah. They'll be in an interview or something like that, and they'll be like, yeah, like I made 20 songs in one night.
But how much effort went into that?
Exactly. So question. It's like, cool. Everyone kind of praises that as work rate, which of course that's exceptional work rate to be able to make 20 songs in one night or whatever the number is. But with now what you're saying about there being a deeper element to music, there being so many layers to the creation of even just one verse.
One verse, like, go on.
Like, to me, it's just kind of really that some mainstream music is diluting that element of actually being a musician.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And it is unfortunate. However, we are in this culture of, as I was saying before, kind of attention spans just going like that, because it's like we've been given an album by an artist and 6 months later, because there's so much other music coming out. Sorry, on a tangent, I hear so many different content creators saying so much, and I know that that's not proper English. So many. I just said so much myself.
Yeah.
So many.
Fix up, mate.
Grandma. Yeah. So there's so many different songs out there and so many different projects that are coming out that person who made that project 6 months ago now is just kind of being left, you know?
Yeah,
so then they have to now produce more and more and more to always stay relevant. And like, that to me is one of the problems with the environment that we're in at the time.
That's part of what I was saying before about the world being smaller.
Yeah.
Like what you're saying is like, there's just so much, but not even in terms of music, in terms of a lot of other things as well. There's just so much, you know what it is? There's just so much information that's readily available in different forms, like obviously TV as well. But we're talking about music. There's just so much, and it's so accessible that it's hard to actually focus on something, one thing at a time. Like to actually, do you know what? Like to actually sit down and take in a piece of music, like you have to actually, like, okay, let me ask you, when's the last time you actually just sat down and maybe like headphones maybe a speaker, didn't do nothing, you wasn't on your phone, you wasn't working at it wasn't background music, like you actually sat down and said, let me actually take this song in and listen to the different parts, listen to how the song changes, listen to the production, listen to how the vocal interacts with the instrumentation. Like, when's the last time you actually did, and how often do you do that?
Not very often at all. Like,
I'm not saying you have to listen to music like that,
but it's so important.
But it's important. Like it's important if you're actually listening to music. Like,
if you're about the music, if you
call yourself a music lover,
if you're about the music,
you have to like find ways to really connect with the music. That may not be the way that somebody relates to it the most, but like, how are you actually taking in this music? That's the question. Like, how you actually, what are you listening for?
100.
And how you connecting with it?
And this is the thing, like, so like, obviously, I told you recently that I did some content where it was called like The Streets Need Wordplay, innit? So I was like going out in public and basically just like telling people different bars and wordplay bars, essentially. So there's like some double meanings in there, whatnot. And I was trying to get them to understand like what the actual meaning of the song was. And obviously, like, go check that out on my YouTube, innit? But it's them ones where it's like, people didn't realize that, let's say, what that line was meant that or whatever.
Yeah.
Because these days, all people just do is just kind of like listen to everything all merged into one.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cool beat. Let me just listen to it. But they don't deep the lyrics. They don't deep anything that happens in, the production, instrumentation. Like no one deeps it. So I was almost trying to get people to be like, actually listen to what they're saying. Because when you understand certain things that are being said, it opens up this like completely new dimension to the song. Do you know what I mean? And that's how you can fall in love with music or a certain song even more when you understand the story behind it, or at least just the lyrics that the person is saying, like what they're trying to like actually make you understand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always think that that's like very important when it comes to music. And now
I think it's fundamental.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, like not everybody listens to music the same way, which I understand. And not everybody appreciates music the same amount.
You're
which
right.
I understand. Some people don't even listen to music. I think that's crazy though.
Bro.
I think that's crazy.
Some guy
I think that's
actually,
crazy.
when I asked him, he was like, yeah, like, I don't really listen to music.
That's crazy.
I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, he was like, I don't listen. I said, what? Like, you don't listen to music, end of. He was like, yeah, no, not really. I said, oh,
that's crazy though.
I kind of feel like I need to pray for those kind of people.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because how can
That's
you not?
insane.
How can you not listen to music
At all? Like, I don't know. I think
it's
I'm not gonna
fundamental
lie.
in life.
I don't know. Something's disconnected.
100%,
fam.
There's
Like,
something's not right, but yeah, it's true. People don't listen to music or some people just listen to music for escapism.
That too.
And sometimes that's cool.
Yeah.
I think there's certain artists that are escapism artists.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's a really interesting topic as well. I won't name any names, but I know that there's a couple artists that I definitely listen to just because I'm not trying to hear nothing crazy. I'm not trying to hear nothing conscious. I'm not trying to hear something that is actually gonna like feed me with some education. Yeah. Bro, I just want to vibe.
Oh, that's fair though.
I just want to vibe.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to hear something that sounds good to you that you might not be able to relate to.
Yeah.
Or it might not be. It might be some bad stuff that they're talking. But hey, but like, just let me enjoy. Like,
you know them ones.
Sometimes you might catch me KFC. Bro, this ain't soul food.
Trust me. That's it.
Let me breathe in it.
It reminds me of I don't know whether you've seen, but it's looking like Dave is gonna be on the last remix. Burna Boy's track.
I've seen that.
Cool.
Yeah, I've seen all that.
So it just made me think about this tweet that someone said when they were like,
he said he's gonna rhyme. He's gonna rhyme esophagus
with omnius. When all you want to do is just drink and party. I said, yo, that's too funny because like. It's true. Sometimes with music, we actually just want to vibe out. We just want to party. You just want to let loose. And that can be a great thing about music.
Yeah.
And like, there's a time and a place for all of that conscious stuff, all of that slow wind down.
It has its place.
You know, it has its place. But yeah, in the end, like, I think it's important to understand what artists are for what.
Yeah.
You know? Because then it means that then they shouldn't be compared.
Nah.
And that's fine.
Nah.
And cool. Like, you can always compare talent.
Yeah.
But is there a talent in allowing someone to just feel good and be free?
100%. Bro, you know what? All right, cool. The way I see it, yeah, if you can actually connect with somebody and make someone feel something, you're talented.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're saying. You might be spewing some negativity, but you have a talent of connecting with
someone.
Politicians, bro.
Yeah,
they lie 24/7, but they know how to talk to us in a way.
That's a very good example.
You get what I'm saying?
Very
they know how
example.
to speak. That's why you got to be a speaker to be a politician. That's why to be any like famous figure, you got to be able to speak to people. That's what really what it is, isn't it? You got to be able to sometimes sell something to people.
Yeah.
Sometimes make people feel something. Sometimes teach people something. Or sometimes instruct people, sometimes lead people. But if you've got that talent, if you've got that skill where you can connect with somebody and on a human level and make them feel or think something, that's a talent right there.
No,
that's the way I see it.
That's a no. That and
Not everybody can do that.
do that, yeah.
No.
And that politician example actually is like that's a very strong example. For
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people are just natural speakers.
Yeah.
Like, some people can just walk in a room,
But just
speak to anybody.
Everyone just
that is
engaged.
such an underrated talent.
It's
I
true.
think.
It's
Like
true.
it's like think about it. You don't need to have skills. You don't need to have much knowledge. If you can, first of all, nobody can do one thing by themselves. You can't achieve anything great by yourself.
Yeah.
You need multiple minds in it.
Yeah.
Imagine you can come in and direct the most intelligent minds in the country, and you can lead the most intelligent minds. You're capable of anything because you've got that power to execute whatever idea you've got, and you make use of the minds around you. You don't need to have that's why, like, you don't need to be the smartest in the room.
In the room, yeah.
But you got to be able to
sort of captivate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
That's something I've been thinking about quite a lot recently. So
yeah,
it's funny that we're touching on that. That's how I see it. So
that's
going back to what you were saying. Yeah, if you can make someone feel something, you've got a talent.
Talent. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I don't ever think that like discrediting someone just maybe because, let's say, as we're speaking about music, they don't have the most like intelligent lyrical content.
Don't have to.
That doesn't mean that they're not talented.
Don't have to. And I don't think like I lean more towards conscious music, innit?
Yeah.
But I'm not always trying to hear some. Like, I'm not always trying to hear Kendrick. I'm not always trying to hear some preaching. I'm not always trying to. Sometimes I just want vibes, but obviously there's positive vibes.
Yeah.
Then there's the negative vibes, really, innit? Like, there's certain music that is. Yeah, there's certain music where the artist is just talking about just killing, crime, robbing, like just bare badness.
And it's a bit much. Sometimes.
And sometimes it feels like it sounds good, innit? And you can bounce with it. And that's all right.
Yeah.
But I think the key is the artist being real with themselves with whatever they're putting out. Because at the end of the day, there's people that live that life, innit? So
yeah, exactly.
That's literally how they live.
How people live. And you can't just like come and be talking as if you live that. Because I mean, the majority of people who live that don't want it.
Nah.
So like you're trying to glorify something that someone is actually trying to sort of get out of.
Exactly. That's a different thing right there.
Yeah.
But if you live whatever life you're living, if you put that out in your art, then how can anybody be mad at that?
No, it's true.
Whatever it is. But yeah, you don't always have to be lyrical. You don't always have to be conscious. Like, sometimes, for me, the most important thing in music is the sound. What does it feel like when you hear it? That's the most important thing. The lyrics is another thing.
Okay.
Like, when I listen, you know, there's that debate. What's more important, lyrics or the beat? The fact is the beat
is the one.
It's music. Like, it's gotta do something to you. And then you can take in the lyrics. So I see it in two steps. What does it sound like? What am I listening? What am I hearing? And how am I feeling? Then I can take in the lyrics. It might be some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I can't lie. If it's rhyming and it's flowing, it's flowing and it's being delivered with energy, I can hear it. I'll hear it out.
I'm a sucker for good flow.
Bro,
you
see rap here. Let's talk about rap here. You see rap music. Flow is the most important element.
That is my opinion as well. Yeah, I would say so.
The lyrics don't always matter.
Yeah.
It's how are you delivering what you're saying. The flow is the most important element.
If you're synced with the beat and you can like find the pockets of the beat, I'm sold. Realistically,
that's it.
You know what I mean? And yeah, like I do want to listen and know what you're saying, and I do love to take that in, but there are certain artists who talk about stuff that I do not agree with. However, because they are running on it nicely, man's here doing up screw face, and I'm here
floating on the beat,
floating on the beat.
And you have to appreciate it.
And that's because music does something to the body, or it can do. Because as we were saying, not everyone is affected by music like that. Yeah. But for us who are music lovers, it can do something.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is all part of the beat, the flow, lyrics, of course. Yeah. Everything amalgamated together, but not everyone can do it and sync it up nicely. It's a talent for real, man.
Proper.
Talent. But yeah, man. Do you know what? It's been a good chat.
Very good chat.
Hey, this is the dream team here. I can't lie. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, that TikTok show We're trying to do this big, man. We're trying to do this big. And it might be a situation where some people haven't turned up or whatever, because at this moment in time, you know, not rating it too
You
much.
might not see the vision yet.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Although my thing is always see every opportunity as either an opportunity or see it as practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I do a lot of
real,
different
for real,
things,
for
which
real,
I
for real.
think are probably not going to benefit me from an exposure point of view.
Nah.
But I do it for practice.
Hey, listen, you see, that's a different
It's important.
conversation.
Yeah.
You see, brother, you see what I've learned recently, yeah? It touches on what the point I was making not long ago. Knowledge is worthless. Let me know. It's not worthless. In the grand scheme of things, knowledge is not worth much. It's all about experience. Have you done it before? Can you do it again? Can you do it well? And anything you want to do well, you have to have gone through that and taken a couple L's and taken a few embarrassments, had your wins, fallen off, bounced back. But the experience, anything, you need experience to be good at anything.
That's it, man.
You can't. I used to think personally that if you know something, if you know how to do something, you know how to do it well. Don't work like that.
No,
it doesn't. Like that. You just got to do it again and again. And so yeah, like what you're saying, there's certain things that might not be good, might not really help your exposure, but it's just the practice of getting up, turning up,
and
that's
doing
so
it. Important.
Then you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
man.
one more notch under the belt.
100, man. So that's a little hot take for everyone, man. Just anyone who's trying to do something, practice, man. Take up opportunities wherever they are, however they come, however small, however big.
However small.
That's
the key. However small.
However small, man. I swear that.
However small.
I swear that.
However small. Like, don't matter.
So just do that, man. But yeah, man. Couple hot takes there, couple bits of wisdom from the boy lockdownT and
Rakiza. Call me Rakiza. Call me Rooks.
I said, call me Rooks. Call me Rakiza. Yeah, man. Dream Team. That TikTok show. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notifications that you're never missing a video. Like, comment, share. All them things there. Yeah, man. This has been Rogue Session. So it is very rogue indeed. Till next time. Peace and love in a bit.